Good day, Doc Mel. So I am here to present and analyze the Advocacy Communication and Social Mobilization or ACSM program of the People's Education and Research Center or PERC of the Ibon Foundation using my developed framework. So the framework is so-called from my last report, the TEACH framework. So for the letter T, targeting of audience and issues. So PERC effectively engages grassroots communities, particularly marginalized sectors, by delivering tailored educational content on socio-economic issues. So this approach aligns with Everett Rogers' diffusion of innovations theory, as PERC reaches out to early adopters and opinion leaders within these communities. So these individuals, once equipped with knowledge, can influence their peers, thereby facilitating the spread of progressive ideas. By focusing on vulnerable groups, PERC ensures that the messages are not only received but also acted upon, so fostering a ripple effect on awareness and action. Next one is the letter E, or empowerment through participation. So drawing inspiration from Paulo Freire's empowerment education model, PERC emphasizes participatory learning. Rather than positioning community members as passive recipients, PERC involves them as co-creators in the educational process. So this participatory approach enhances critical thinking and enables community to identify and address their own issues, leading to a more profound and sustainable impact. Next one to teach a framework is the awareness, or the letter A, awareness and attitude shift. So PERC educational materials are designed to increase knowledge and shift attitude, aligning with health belief model. So by presenting information in an accessible and relatable manner, PERC helps communities understand socio-economic risk and the importance of collective action or collective acting. So this increased awareness often leads to a change in attitudes, empowering individuals to advocate for their rights and well-being. The next one is the letter C, so communication strategy effectiveness. So utilizing the elaboration likelihood model, PERC crafts messages that are both clear and culturally relevant. So the use of popular education materials, including audiovisual aids, ensure that the messages resonate with the target audience. By simplifying complex socioeconomic concepts, PERC enhances engagement and retention, making the advocacy efforts more effective. Next to the framework is the letter H, or the holistic and sustainable change. So PERC's approach leads to a long-term and systematic change by fostering a deep understanding of socioeconomic issues within communities. So through continuous education and empowerment, communities are better equipped to advocate for policies that address their needs. So this holistic approach ensures that the changes are not only sustainable but also transformative, contributing to a broader goal of social justice and equity. So PERC's ACSM program exemplifies a comprehensive and effective strategy for community education and empowerment. So by targeting the right audiences, fostering participation, increasing awareness, employing effective communication strategies, and promoting sustainable change, PERC significantly contributes to the socio-economic development of marginalized communities in the Philippines. So here are the recommendations for improving the ACSM program of PERC. So grounded in the relevant theoretical framework from the TEACH model or TEACH framework. So for the targeting of audience and issues, the recommendation will be broaden the use of social network mapping to identify the engaged digital influencers and youth opinion leaders in urban poor and rural communities. So For the theoretical basis, the diffusion and innovations theory of Rogers suggests that the opinion leaders and early adopters can significantly accelerate the adoption of innovation. So in this case, awareness and advocacy practices. So by expanding to digitally active youth who command peer influence, like student leaders, TikTok content creators with advocacy interest, the diffusion process can be amplified. So for letter A, or empowerment through participation, here's the recommendation. So introduce community-led co-design sessions where participants not only receive education but also co-develop learning tools and advocacy materials. So for theoretical basis, we have Paulo Freire's empowerment education model emphasizing dialogical learning and conscientization. So this is the process of developing critical consciousness. So when people co-create content, they develop ownership over both the learning and the action that follows, fostering deeper engagement and sustainability. So the next to the framework is the letter A, or the awareness and attitude shift. So for that, here is the recommendation. So integrate behavioral change, storytelling. These are the techniques that include peer testimonies and visual narratives that humanize data. So the theoretical basis for this will be, according to the health belief model, personal relevance and perceived susceptibility are key to changing attitudes. So by using relatable stories of lived experiences, especially from within the community, participants are more likely to perceive the issues as personally relevant and urgent. So next to our framework will be the letter C, or communication strategy effectiveness. So here is the recommendation for PERC. So they should apply dual processing communication tactics, combining both central and peripheral routes in messaging. For example, logical arguments supported by emotional visuals or symbols. So here is the theoretical basis for that. So the elaboration likelihood model by Petty and Cacioppo distinguishes between central or rational and peripheral emotional aesthetic routes to persuasion. So while Ebon Foundation already uses clear and relevant content, adding emotionally compelling, culturally embedded storytelling or symbols like community heroes, indigenous motifs can increase message retention and motivate deeper engagement. So for the letter H of our TEACH framework, here is the holistic and sustainable change. So here is the recommendation. So establish community feedback loops and local monitoring committees to continuously evaluate the program's impact and adopt strategies accordingly. So here is the theoretical basis for that. Systems thinking and sustainability theory emphasize that for change to be systematic and long-lasting, it must be adopted and co-managed by stakeholders. So community-led monitoring not only ensures accountability, but builds long-term agency and institutional memory, essential for resilience. So for the last one, which is not part of the framework, but they can also do this, they can have this cross-cutting recommendation. So utilize transmedia advocacy, leveraging various platforms. For example, radio dramas, community murals, mobile apps, street plays to amplify reach and impact. This is actually backed by media richness theory and cultural relevance model, which shows that diverse and context-sensitive media increase comprehension, trust, and behavior change across different literacy level. So that is all from my FMA3. Thank you so much for listening.